G'day guys, Beefpod here. I'm going to show you today basically my daily routine for doing my occupations and selling them to the products to the new Ryzom transporter. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm forever telling people how easy occupations are if you get into it and find a way to do it quickly. There can be a very minimal amount of work for a very large reward. I worked it out, it's over 10 million dappers and 200,000 civilization faction points per month if you do this every day. So, this is my daily routine. This is what I do basically every day, the first thing when I log in. First of all, I use a separate desktop that I've got set up for doing my occupations. You can see with a lot more open space for the speech bubbles, and the mission window should be open. Yep. This is because obviously, as you can see, running 4 toons at once, I do have a very specific way of laying out the windows so that I can control them all and see what's going on with them all at the same time. Okay, so let's get started. Start with Beefpod. Just a bit of a heads up, this might be a bit of a spoiler if you are trying to work out the occupation 100% recipes for yourself. You will want to turn the volume off while I'm doing them and not look too closely. But now that's said, grade 1, yes, basic. Certificates in. 5, 2, 6, 4, 1. So there's 18 products. Boom. Grade 2. Seven, 4, 3, 6. There's 36 products, so that is all I need to hand in for today. Now I'm going to do grade 3 and 4 because I like to produce today's supply and another day's supply to stash for a rainy day on each toon every day. So grade 3 is 4, 7, 2, 4, 3, another 18, and grade 4. Alright, so that's 4 grades of florist done on the first toon. I will now port into Fairhaven and run the next one in. That's 2. Grade 3. thing is, with grade 4 of florist, I've found that it becomes a little bit too much work. If every grade you go up in florist requires a little bit more pistils to make certificates than the last grade. I've found personally that grade 3 was the sweet spot. It doesn't take or you get, you know, a decent amount of certificates out of a full bag. Where am I up to? 7. Messed that one up. 15 products. Yeah, with grade 3, a full bag of flower pistils will give you a decent amount of products. Whereas I find that when you go up to grade 4, requiring more pistils to put into the jars to make certificates, it tends to be a little bit more work. You need to dig a lot more full bags of flower pistils to end up with a full stack of certificates. And that's kind of what I like to do. I like to get full stacks of things because I don't want to spend every day doing it. I just want to get the reward every day. So I'll spend a couple of days digging flower pistils once every few months to keep me in a supply of certificates on all toons. So I would really recommend not going higher than grade 3, unless you're prepared for the extra work. But to get your daily 36 products that you can hand in to the transporter every 24 hours, you only really need to do grade 1 and 2. So, I mean, that's a lot easier than the amount of effort I put in, and I don't feel the effort that I put in is all that much. Grade 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 3, 6. So, yeah. As you can see, playing with 3 alts does tend to be a lot more work than just playing 1 or 2 toons at once. But this is just how I enjoy playing, so. I messed that one up too. This is the danger of trying to talk while you're doing your occupations, but I don't mind. So. Grade 4 last of all. 5, 7, 6, 3, 2. Transport in there. Alright, and I'll move the last guy in, do these occupations, and then I can start transporting around the lakes to lower the supply. There'll be another video, if there isn't already, there'll be another video I've made to show you my little trick for transporting around. Those of you who are pretty cluey can figure out how I'm doing it through this video and not even bother watching the other one. It's 2 lots of 18 products. Grade 3. And grade 4. And also like to say that I do constantly look for better and easier ways of doing things, so if anyone feels that they know a way that's easier and quicker to do your daily occupations than the one I'm showing you right now, just feel free to drop me a line in game, send me a mail or send me a tell on Beefpod, and yeah, I'll have a look at it, and if it's a better way then I'll ditch my way and use yours. Okay, so now I personally, I have 100 Triker fame because I am Triker aligned, so I always bring my products to Fairhaven to do this. But basically, whichever civilization you want to align with is where you're going to want to go to hand in your products. Because the more fame you've got for the race you're handing in your products in, the more dappers and the more faction points you're going to get for your daily 36 products. At 50 race fame, which is the maximum for being civilization neutral, you get 180,000 dappers and 180,000 dappers and 1,800 civilization points. But if you align with a civilization and then take your race fame up to 100, which you'll do very quickly just by handing in your occupation products, then you will get 360,000 dappers and 7,200 faction points for 36 products every day. Do the math, 28 days, that's 10 million dappers and 200,000 points. It is nothing to sniff at. Seriously, this is a very quick and easy way to get your daily dappers without having to work too hard for them. Come on, open up. Turn off this stupid web app bar. Thank you. Okay, so you will have to transport around a little bit just to lower the supply for the NH transporter so that you can sell your daily products. But I'll cover that in more detail in another video for those who need to know how that works. This web app bar turned itself on too. Not sure what it is. Using the NH transporter seems to enable the web app bar on some of my toons. I don't like that, but it's not that annoying, so just deal with it. Wait for this guy to finish. that should be enough. I did run the transporter supply down a little bit lower than I needed to yesterday, so I should be able to hand in my products on 4 toons now. And I'll run the transporter down a little bit more after the video's finished, just to make sure that a few other people can hand in their stuff without having to transport all over the place. Yeah, I know it's can be a bit of a task for those who don't know the tricks to it and use alts to help. So I like to help out a little bit, keeping it a little bit lower than 2600. Not too much, but just low enough to help. So let's see if he will take my stuff. 29.33. I'm going to run it down a little bit more. Looks like a few people have been handing in their products here lately. It is Saturday, so people tend to be able to play a little bit more on Friday and Saturday when work's over and they have a bit more free time. During the middle of the week, it's pretty quiet. You can run the supply down Monday, Tuesday, and it can stay down for days. Just remember, you will need to run the supply down more if you are handing in products on more toons. If there's 29.85 out of 3,000 in the New Horizon supply, you can hand in 36 products even though there's only 15 space, but you have to do it in one lot. You have to hand in one lot of 36 products because the supply will increase by the amount of products you sell. It's pretty simple. Again, we'll go over that in another video. If you need the info, it'll be there. It just means if you're doing this on more than one toon at once, you're going to have to run down the supply the full amount to make sure that you can do it at the same time on all toons. You don't want to do your occupations on one toon and hand in the products and then wait a little while and then do it on the next toon, because you've got to remember you do have to wait 24 hours before you can do it again tomorrow. So if you're doing it on all toons at around the same time, that is the easiest way. Okay, we'll transport one more time and then I'll hand in the products and leave you with it. Come on, what are you doing? Okay. Seriously? Game can be a bit finicky sometimes, but you get used to that after playing for 8 years. It really is worth it. Okay. That should be enough. It's not going to let me hand in the last 18 products on one of the toons, I think. Oh, it might. We'll see. May or may not have run the supply down low enough. Okay, one more. Or just enough, $29.94. Okay, so that's 72 products made and 36 sold on 4 toons for today. That took, how long? 20 minutes. I mean, come on. If I can do this on 4 toons in 20 minutes, it'll only be 5 minutes at the start of your game time every day to make enough dappers to keep you playing. It's, a lot of people do complain about dappers, but as you can see there, on Beefpod I handed in the full where the hell is my system info window? On Beefpod I handed in the full 36 in one hit, and you can see here I received 360,000 dappers, 7,200 triker points for one day. Okay, so that's it. I hope this has been helpful for some of you, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. Cheers, guys.